Hi there, King J here, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I figured I'd sit down with you and show you guys how I get this skin right here. My everyday go-to foundation and highlight routine, so if you're interested in that, go ahead and keep on watching. Okay guys, so I was priming my skin and lost all that footage because my phone filled up its storage. So I used the MAC Prep and Prime Skin Base to prep my skin, and now I'm going to go in with the Covergirl Trueblend Matte Made Foundation in the shade T30. Unlock your foundations. I'm gonna go back in with 1.5 pumps, just to make sure that the coverage is exactly how I want it and that everything is just nice and blended out. You may see that I'm avoiding my under eye area. That's because I don't want to look cakey, so I'm not gonna really put foundation where I'm literally just about to layer concealer. You know what I'm saying? Just a little more coverage in the forehead, brow bone area. So once you've got that, pretty much blend it out the way you want it to be. I don't care about foundation on my lips, so that's fine. Cool. So once you've got that blended out the way you want it to be, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Photofocus concealer in the shade Medium Tawny, and I'm just going to draw a triangle here, like sort of triangle. Here, little thing here, and then one more like of these shapes. Cool. So once you got your concealer on, I like to let mine sit for just a second, then I'm going to take my e.l.f. Flawless Finish concealer brush and just buff that out a little bit. And just kind of make sure that that just smooths out and brightens up that under eye area. Drag it up here to clean up the eye look a little bit. Check this and gently buff it upwards. I don't know why I'm like humming, whatever, that's weird as hell. And after that, just for good measure, I'm going to take my Fenty blending sponge and just kind of check over our work and just make sure that everything is blended in the way I want it to be. Cool. So once you have that done, we're going to take our Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade Medium and just tap some of that into the cap. And then once again, take the sharp side of the Fenty sponge and just place this powder under our under eye. Now I don't like to bake, I like to press the powder in. Boom. Press that powder in. Do the same thing on the other side. Boom, 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 boom. I don't like to use like too much, but I definitely like to use like a good, wholesome amount. Once you've got that on, you're just going to take a powder brush or whatever. I just use this one and just whoop, 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 whoop. Get rid of the excess so you don't have to deal with any of that drama later on. So from there, I'm going to take my Pure Cosmetics Contour Diaries. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know that this is like one of my favorite contour products. And I'm just going to contour my face. Now I do tend to contour up just a little bit higher than you normally would, but that's just because I want to add a lift. to my face. Now I'm going to take my Fenty blending sponge again and just kind of pat out that contour just a little bit, just to make it nice and even. Then I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me powder again and use that to carve out our contour. And we're going to take the sharp side of the Fenty sponge. So, like I said, and this we're actually not going to dust away. We're just going to pat that in, and then it's going to live there for the rest of the day. We're just going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so that we've contoured, we've highlighted, we've carved out our contour is looking a little bit more on the natural side, which is what I prefer on days like today. Next, we're going to take our highlighter and we're going to take our Drench Cosmetics Asteroid highlighter and use that to highlight the face. You guys know I like to highlight before I blush. I'm going to take an Morphe M501 brush, dip that in, tap out some of the excess, and just go to work. Do you guys like, ooh, I hope this like is picking up on camera what it's doing to my skin right now, but it looks so good. Like she is, whew, she's it. She is highlight goals. Taking just a little bit on the tip of the nose, and then we're gonna highlight the other side. I like to start with a small amount first because you can always build up. You can never like go back. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna highlight the lips a little bit. Boom. Cool. So now that you've got your highlighter on, you're going to go ahead and add your blush. And for blush today, we're going to be using the Urban Decay 8-Hour Powder Afterglow blush in the shade Kinky. This is my favorite blush. As you can see, there's almost none left. And we're going to take a Wet n Wild P72 brush. I literally try to tap the excess of this blush back into the blush so that I don't waste any of it because it's my favorite. Alright, and then we're just going to kind of swirl that all over everything and just kind of bring the highlight and the contour, like we're just gonna marry everything together. You don't want to look like a Neapolitan ice cream bar. That's not it. Hate to break it to you. Take the excess and put it on your nose. You guys know I like to look like I have a little bit of a cold with the amount of blush that I put on my nose. Cool, we are moving and grooving. We have blush on, highlighter on, contour. Now you guys know what's next. We're gonna bronze up the face. So we're gonna use my favorite palette for bronzer, the Colourpop Alexis Red Topaz palette. It was super duper limited edition. I got it 5 ever ago. This is all that's left of the bronzer. Pretty sad. And we're gonna take a Wet n Wild P53 from their Dragon collection and just kind of lightly bring some of that color back into the face. Boom. So, boom, we've bronzed. All right, now we're gonna use our Hustling Glow Holy Water Saint or Sinner in the shade Barbie, and we're just gonna use that to set our face, give us a little bit of sparkle. Alright guys, I'm gonna go pop off some lipstick and some lashes off camera, and then I'll be back to wrap up this video. Alright guys, I am back. I have put on the Lorac Rosewood Lipstick Stick and the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow. I used my Big Daddy lashes in the style Taurus, which you can use code KINGJBEAUTY for 15% off at checkout. And then I just added a little star stamp just for some spice. I'm going to finish it up with my Holy Water One Good Time just to seal in everything together. And that's going to complete our look. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll check out another one down below. Keep it real, keep it black, keep it real black, and you know the deal with that.